LGBTQ. It stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender or queer. LGBTQ is a discriminated marginalized group who gets harassed around because of what they prefer their gender to be or what gender they like gender-wise. Many are being bullied in school because they are different. Many hide it from others because they are scared of how others will react. Also, it's disappointing that there is employment discrimination because how does that apply to anything in the workforce or work industry? How did things change for you when you came out?
When I came out as being queer or being gay, things were scary because of the uncertainties, but it got better. It got better as far as like my relationship and my identity, being honest with who I was.
How did your friends and family took it when you came out?
So I would have to say yes. I think having my friends as a support group and having a family as a support group was two different completely dynamics. I think that my majority of my friends, a lot of my friends actually, at the time when I came out, it was in college. I went to the University of Wisconsin River Falls, and a lot of my friends were very accepting of me, and I think just surrounding myself in an environment where everyone's really open-minded and very courteous of other people's and who they are, that helps. So coming out as queer in college definitely helped me be more comfortable with myself. In contrast, I think my family, I come from a family of I wouldn't say my family's rough, but I think my family in general, they come from a different time zone. I think my family, I'm Hmong, we're both Hmong obviously, so I think my family is more old school in that sense, and I think it was harder for some of the older people or the elders or people of age to take it. But I think younger generations like me, like I'm 26 now and I came out and I think I was 20, 21. At the time, I think everybody that was younger than me and also closer to my age were accepting of who I am. Maybe it's because it's the new era, the new millennials.
What was one problem you faced actually?
I think the biggest, I would have to say two of them. I think two or one, just two.
You can.
I'll do two.
Do two. Yeah.
All right, because I think these are really important though. I think the biggest thing that I faced was once I came out, I found out who my identity was, like being queer, being LGBTQ. I found myself even within that, it was hard to find like what kind of like gay are you or what kind of queer are you, like how do you define queer? So that was also another thing. I think once you accept who you are, once you get into that community or you're still finding that fulfillment of like what is it being gay or what is it being queer. So I still today, like I'm definitely queer, but it's also the same thing as, it's almost kind of like I am gay, I am queer, but I'm still finding myself today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's a lot more depth into it than I think most people realize. And the second.
What do you think of being marginalized in a specific group?
I understand that, like, you know, like if you're just living life being LGBTQ, that's who you are. So that's how I see it. But when people, I don't know, like, I don't know, for instance, like people marginalize you, like say if you were with your queer friends, you guys are out and you guys didn't get any service for like a restaurant or something like that for being whatever, for being LGBTQ, then that's just messed up. Like that's something that I would speak up on. I would definitely approach the problem on. But I think as I live day to day, like I'm okay with. I mean, I guess it's not okay, but it's like it's also kind of like I guess I'm passive about it. If that's my honest that, yeah.
Oh, well, that's all the question I have for you, babe.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you for
All right.
interviewing with me.
Thanks, Tim.
What I have done for the LGBTQ community is sign a petition that stops Trump's administration from attacking LGBTQ community. I think that others should do the same. I also wanted to say that researching about LGBTQ, I found out that 74 different countries does not allow gay marriage, which is very surprising to me. But I think LGBTQ, after the protests and everything, they legalized gay marriage, and I think that is the right road to go. The interview that you have watched was the experience of a friend of mine who is part of the LGBTQ and how everyone took it when he first came out. And as you see, not everyone accepted him, but they are coming around. He had many challenges, and if you have any friends or family that is LGBTQ, be the person who step up and accept who they are, because it doesn't change the person for who they really are. It's just how you change them to see who you are as a human being. Be a supportive person. Also, support groups are great, but if you have a family that is supportive, use that as a support group, because nothing is better than the exception of family. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Thank you.
My face, she's like, Ben, you've loved girls since before pre-K. Tripping. Yeah, I guess she had a point, didn't she? Bunch of stereotypes all in my head. I remember doing the math, like, yeah, I'm good at Little League, a preconceived idea.